One of my top bites this year was this ribeye with caramelized fennel, mascarpone cheese, and lemon zest. It was so good. Really easy to do. I kept it easy with just salt and pepper on the steak and the skillet, seared it on both sides, and when it was close to temperature, I butter basted it. Now it's magic time. Caramelize that fennel, mix it with some pickled mustard seeds. Oh my gosh. Smoked brat burgers are another reason for you to grab a beer. These are so easy to make. Just split open a brat, form them into patties, and let them cool in the fridge before you toss them indirect on a smoker. You could do this on charcoal grill or a pellet grill. I like to sear them at the end just to get a little crispy and then top with cheese and all of the delicious toppings. What are you topping them with? A sexy way to top your chicken? Maple bourbon glaze. Drips into all those crevices. Starts with butterfly chicken drumsticks. This gives you more room for seasoning, flavor, and crispy edges. Go ahead and cook the bacon until crispy and remove it from the pan. Check that chicken and then pour all the glaze ingredients in the pan. Glaze that chicken and then top with bacon. Fajita chicken wings, these are so good. It starts with the marinade that's actually from my cookbook. Recipe is in the captions below. Let those soak for a few hours and light up the grill. I love to use mesquite wood chunks. It's very traditional for these types of flavors. I'll cook them indirectly for a little bit, flip them when I need to, and then I like to finish them off over the coals just to get a little bit of crispy. Don't forget that lime finish. Mexico and North Africa have a lot of spices and ingredients that are not only the same, but they complement each other really well. Here I've combined a harissa spice shredded beef and a North African style salsa de cacahuate to create this really great beef suya sandwich, which is inspired by Nigerian street food. Smoked pork steaks. These go under the radar too often. They are so underrated, incredibly juicy, crispy, and flavorful. These steaks are actually a cut from the Boston butt. I like to get them cut at least 1 inch to 1.5 inches thick. This is one of the few cuts that I feel really benefits from a flavorful mop sauce, as it builds the layers and creates an incredible crust on the outside. Simple to smoke, these are a huge favorite. So I went to the store and I saw this tri-tip steak. It had this crazy fat cap, so time to triple sear. We're gonna start by putting on a ton of coarse salt. Don't worry, it's gonna wash off. Give it a good sear, and then we're gonna throw it in some whiskey. I used some Japanese whiskey this time. Wash that salt off for a few minutes, throw it back on and sear. Flip, and then we're going to do the third step, which is putting it in some dark soy sauce for a few minutes, putting that back on and cooking to temperature. Searing off that fat cap and slicing it up. I'm going to finish it with some Sancho peppercorns. Uncommon process, so delicious. Planked bloomin' apples with the boozy bourbon dulce de leche. This is an amazing dessert. Let me show you how to make it. You combine all of the ingredients for the dulce de leche on the stove. It comes together in about 5-6 minutes. So creamy. After you core out the apples, we're going to do a spiral cut on the outside and then slice down the sides. That'll open it up nice, and then we're going to brush them with butter. Grill them at 375 on a plank for 30 minutes. Grilled poblano broccoli cheese soup. You need this bowl. The first thing you do is you got to grill all the vegetables. What we're trying to do is just build up some char, not cook them fully. Remove them when you've got that nice crust, and then let's go ahead and make the soup. Saute everything with some butter, make a roux, pour in the cream, milk, and broth, and then add those vegetables in. And don't forget to Salt Bae, and then finish with lots of cheddar. It's hard to beat a great plate of smoked chicken thighs. These are definitely one of my favorite cooks of all time. I start by brushing the thighs with oil and then hitting them with that seasoning on all sides. And then we get it offset on a charcoal grill. I love to use some wood chips to make sure that I get some of that nice color and smoke flavor. I'll glaze at the end, and then I'll sear it off to get a little crispy on the top. That's my thing.